How has then your understanding of feminism, which started almost as a reaction to your father running off, and you then professionally, how has it changed over your career? Has the movement changed for you, or you've changed with it?
I have changed with the movement. There have been an evolution in the movement. We have met crossroads and we have had to change directions. There has been backlash. Sometimes the movement has stalled. And I've been really discouraged to see that young women don't want to call themselves feminists because it's not sexy or something. But I have always been very clear that this is a very long haul, and the final goal is to defeat the patriarchy. It's not a war against men, because I think that men, our children and grandchildren, are our allies. They shouldn't be our enemies at all. It is the system that needs to change. And what is patriarchy? Patriarchy is a system that gives dominance and supremacy to the male gender over women, nature, other species, and many other men as well. Because men who don't fit the profile are also victims of the patriarchy, and the poor, of course. So this system, which doesn't make anybody happy. What's that noise?
That's people applauding you, Isabel. That's agreement.
Oh, I thought
That's agreement.
My computer wasn't working.
No,
well, and what is feminist?
Now they're making a lot of noise. A lot of us are very upset and very angry. And you said you grew up angry. In fact, your mother took you to a doctor because she thought there was something physically wrong. You had a worm or something. You were such an angry child. How do we, as strong women, frustrated at this moment by a system which is very difficult, how do we creatively and constructively, in your opinion, deal with anger?
Anger is good. Anger is the fuel that moves us forward. Every revolution starts with anger at something that is unfair. And without the anger, nothing happens. So it's good that now in Australia and in many other places in the world, because it's not only happening in Australia, women are furious. And the more angry that we are, the more we can get done. But we have to channel it into action. In this moment, what needs to happen is that we have to make the world aware that there is an undeclared war against women. Women live in fear everywhere. We have it in our DNA. When we are little, we get in our brains and in our bodies the idea that we are constantly threatened, that we have to take care of ourselves because something can happen. Be careful. Don't walk alone in the street. Be careful what you wear. Don't go into a bar alone. You see a group of men, cross the street. And that's in nice places. In other places, it's way, way worse. So that fear and that anger is what has been the impulse for the women's movement. Now that we can create this global awareness of women in fear and women being victims of a war, we can do something. We can do much.
But it's
and as I said before, let's make young men our allies. They will be ruling the world with us in a few years, not these old guys that need to die.
That's true. And do you like me share great confidence in the young women also of the future? Because in lots of ways, the battles that we feminists of the 60s, 70s, even the 80s fought, they're new battles now. Do you feel confident that the movement is in good hands?
Well, those are the hands we have. There are no other hands. So I have to trust that they will do a great job. They will have to do what we didn't have time to do, what the mothers didn't have time to do. People say, well, you are passing your torch. Forget it. My torch is mine. I'm not going to pass it to anybody. I will light other torches with mine, but I'm not letting go. And I think that the young women today have their own torches and they will continue fighting, of course. Of course. We're not going back.